But yeah, this is one of the routes that's going to look a lot different this weekend, Rob. We've got a couple major shutdowns happening as we're in kind of phase 2 of our construction zone here this summer. We've had a lot of shutdowns on 494, obviously a big 394 project coming. And this weekend, 3 major highways are going to close around the Twin Cities, starting here. 94, we've seen this shutdown before. St. Paul's working on about a dozen different bridges right now between Marion Street and downtown St. Paul. They're actually going to completely replace that John Ireland Boulevard bridge. And so they're doing these intermittent shutdowns throughout the summer. This weekend, just the eastbound lanes will be closed. So your route from Minneapolis to St. Paul between 280 and downtown 35E. This will be shut down starting tomorrow at 10 p.m. until Monday morning at 5 a.m. just in time for our morning commute. The detour is quite long. It's the exact same detour we've seen in our past 94 shutdowns. It'll take you north on 280, and then you'll cross Roseville on 36. No construction happening up here anymore, but it will be busy with traffic headed from Minneapolis to St. Paul. And then you'll return to downtown St. Paul on 35E. But that's only one of 2 major roads into St. Paul that is closing this weekend. Same timeline for this one. 35E from the airport area, Highway 5 to St. Paul is closing the northbound lanes all weekend so they can continue some routine maintenance work. And here's your detour. It's going to take you on 494 to the Sunfish Lake, South St. Paul, Inver Grove Heights area. And then you'll take 52 north to downtown St. Paul. Now, if you've ever driven 52, it gets busy at all times of the day. I could pull up the traffic camera right now and there might be a backup on 52 here over the noon hour. So with events happening in the Twin Cities, I know the Saints have a homestand this weekend. Expect delays on Highway 52 or any route headed into St. Paul this weekend. All right, one more. Mega maintenance. That's what they're saying is happening this weekend on 694. This is a route that doesn't have a lot of road construction going on this summer. We have seen 0 projects, 0 orange cones, but that is going to change starting tomorrow. The westbound lanes of 694 will be closed from Lexington Avenue or Lexington Parkway to Minnesota Highway 100. That's basically the Shoreview area to Brooklyn Center. From the same timeline, 10 p.m. Friday to 5 a.m. Monday, they're doing routine maintenance over the whole road. So this will be the only time that they need to close down the westbound lanes. But oh my gosh, this is the detour. It's about 10 miles long, more than 10 miles long, and it'll take you on Highway 10 through Coon Rapids up to 610, all the way to Osseo, where you'll go south on 169, and then you can return to 694 in either direction. Again, this road closure should open back up by Monday morning at 5 a.m., just in time for our morning commute. They're pretty good about this, and again, this is all weather dependent. I know we have some rain in the forecast over the weekend that could push back some of our projects. We'll keep an eye on it. When you put it all together, this is what it looks like. I mean, 2 major routes into St. Paul closed this weekend. 694 is another really popular crosstown route that's closed. So I think all routes in and out of Minneapolis, we can expect some delays, as well as all routes into St. Paul. Now, Sunday morning, a major project starts on 394. We've been telling you about it all week. We're going to continue to tell you about it because it lasts 2 years long. And starting Sunday night, we're going to start seeing overnight closures on 394 between Highway 100 and downtown Minneapolis. That's the route you take from the west to go to the Twins game. And the closure will last all the way into downtown St. Paul. Then in 2 weeks, they're going to shut down the Easy Pass lanes for the rest of the spring and summer. Then next year, they'll shut down another 2 lanes kind of in phases. But this is a major route. Right now, from Eden Prairie to Target Field, I go for Twins Tuesday all the time. Rob, you can probably confirm it takes about 20 minutes to get to Target Field when there's no traffic. I think that time could double once this road construction starts. It's going to cause some major delays. Target Field has actually already gotten the alert. Now, when you buy Twins tickets, they are going to warn you about the 394 project. That's how big that's going to be.
That's nice of them. I mean,
yeah, right. Well, actually, I asked Matt Hodson this week at Twins Tuesday. I said, does MnDOT tell you guys about these? Do they give you a warning when these major projects come up? And he said, yeah, actually the convention center, US Bank Stadium, they have a quarterly meeting with MnDOT where they kind of sit down and say, all right, here's the next road construction project. Here's the next closure. What do you guys think? How's it going to impact your people? I don't know if they have much input because I think the answer would be like, can you just not do the 394 update project?
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of interesting. It's going to impact a lot of us around Minneapolis.
Yeah, you know, you already see, you know, when it's a game night, you know, you see that traffic coming inbound, whether it's over at the X or in downtown Minneapolis. and then you add road construction to it.
Well, yeah, and we still have that 94 road construction project in Minneapolis from the Mississippi River to 35W. That's still 2 lanes both directions too. So lots of congestion all around Minneapolis, especially with a big Twins game on Friday, a Nelly concert, rain in the forecast. I think all weekend it could be pretty slow.
You know, you've got people too saying, why do you have to do all this at once? Well, you know, we have a short construction season in Minnesota.
As soon as the snowflakes start to fall, they got to get all that stuff out of there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And in the end, I tell you what, I mean, it's a headache, but we always complain about they need to fix these roads.
Right.
Right.
We complain about both sides. Right?
Yeah.
You know,
and then when they fix them, we're complaining.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That they're fixing them. I know I drive 494.
Same.
And that has been, you know, kind of a mess for a while, but that's a huge project that they're doing.
Yeah, like a 3-year project, and they're adding easy pass lanes. So hopefully, not only does the road get repaired, but it's actually faster for us after that project is done. That one's going to take another year as well.
Yeah.
Closure is coming to that route July 25th in a couple of weeks. That one will shut down again.
You know, what's interesting in coming westbound towards Eden Prairie. You know, last week or so, they switched the westbound traffic over to the new lanes that have been built, and that alone completely helped the congestion that was building there.
I completely agree. I think part of that had to do with the fact that there's no construction happening in the middle anymore.
Yeah.
So we don't need to have those big trucks entering and exiting the roadway throughout the day, which I know is backing us up even more. But yeah, I agree. Even on our morning commute, 494 has been looking a lot better lately.
But also it took the cloverleaf, the 35W cloverleaf on the north side, which is what they're trying to alleviate eventually anyway, but because it moved it to the south side of the lanes, those are now out of the picture, and so that congestion point is already gone, even though the construction continues.
Right, and will continue. But yes, for us 494 commuters, definite improvements already.
All right. I need some Tylenol.
Brace for it.
Headache.
Enjoy it, or just stay home. You know, or if you have a friend with a helicopter, maybe time to call them.
I'm gonna buy that. Yeah, I'm gonna buy that personal, drone.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
You got it.